35 days away from voting for the next president of the United States. A live look now at Cleveland Debate Hall at Case Western Reserve, where President Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden will go head-to-head for their first time in just a few hours. One of the biggest topics is sure to be mail-in voting, the security of mail-in voting. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm David Johnson.
And I'm Peggy Finnegan. More people are voting by mail in Allegheny County than any other part of the state. Take a look at this map. More than 324,000 Allegheny County voters are getting mail-in ballots. That's more than Philadelphia County, which, by the way, has 19% more registered voters. And that is leading to questions about whether they can all be counted properly.
And Peggy, new at 6, county officials tell Channel 11's Aaron Martin they are getting prepared, but there are concerns.
Hundreds of thousands of mail-in voter applications are being sent to voters in western Pennsylvania, and it's happening in Allegheny County more so than any other part of the state. But that's raising concerns about the processing and making sure that people do so correctly so their votes are counted.
Even the senior citizens are really going to be impacted by who we vote for.
You've probably heard this line before, but Nancy Flaherty-Beck sees this as one of the most important elections of her lifetime. It will also be a new experience since she won't be lining up at the polls to cast her ballot. Flaherty-Beck is one of more than 324,000 voters in Allegheny County who've requested a mail-in ballot, the most statewide. The next closest is Philadelphia County with 294,000, even though our neighbors to the east have 177,000 more registered voters.
You're worried about a lot of things. You want to make sure things are done right. So we hope getting the word out to people. You're always anxious that people go through the process properly.
Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald says they're preparing for an influx of mail-in ballots. That includes making sure people are submitting their ballots properly so they aren't disqualified.
You put your ballot inside the secrecy envelope, and then you put the secrecy envelope inside the return envelope, and then you sign it. That gives your ballot the validation that is needed by the election department.
Elections officials won't know how many people followed those steps until 7 a.m. on Election Day, the first time they're allowed to begin processing mail-in ballots. But Flaherty-Beck is confident there won't be any issues with her ballot.
We've heard about the secrecy ballot, and so when it comes, I can't look at it yet, but when it comes, I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out.
Now, the county says that voters can request applications for another 4 weeks leading up to the election. So even though there are a lot of people who have already done so, even more are expected over the next several weeks. Reporting tonight, Mount Lebanon, Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.